going on, guys? This is your daily reminder to remember that happiness is the goal, and you need to figure out a way to make the grind happy. It's not always going to be happy. I mean, most of the time it needs to be happy. Sometimes it's going to be an actual grind, but in general, the goal is not a Lambo or to be on a beach. Because when you get that, it'll just be like, what's next? What's up, guys? How's it going? Yo, what's up, Castro? How is it going, my dudes? We hit 27,000 subs. It's kind of crazy. According to the math, we should be at 30 in a couple weeks. That'd be pretty sweet. Best of luck for the venture. Thanks, man. You're filling out a LinkedIn profile. For the profile, it's not so much of a big deal. You just need to connect. Galarian 28. You got accepted to Lambda school. Yep. What's up, dude? Paul, what's up, my dude? Jamie, how's it going? Chance, how's it going? You were offered a contract job yesterday, work from home. That sounds awesome. Are you going to do both? Contract jobs are good, right? Especially if they're remote and stuff, but I feel like I'd be searching for a new one the whole time at that job. Buy low, sell high. Crypto's doing pretty good. Rochelle, how's life? Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. It's weird because I can quit my job and travel now, but now I just work all the time instead. I think I'll probably go see my grandparents, make some videos of that, going to see my, like 2 years ago, I made a video where I went back to my old house in Georgia, and some other people, because my parents lost that house, they became homeless and all that stuff. So anyways, I went back to where I grew up, and it was owned by these people that were just flipping it pretty much, and I was like, hey, I used to live here, can I just walk around one more time? And they were like, who are you? And I was like, yeah, I grew up here. And I'll probably never see this house again. Can I walk through it? I made a video on it. And they were looking at me all weird. And I walked through the house that I grew up in one last time. It was pretty sweet. But I'd like to go see my grandparents while I still have grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Jamie, what's up? Rochelle, how's your life? How are you? Tilt the camera down a little bit. Got a 10-minute lecture break. How's the Twitch thought going? Twitch thoughts are going good. I'll probably do Twitch thoughts more during the weekend. Full-time Twitch. I don't know about that, though. Pays good. Company's 40 miles. That's awesome. If you don't get, like, internships during college, will you be stuck trying to get a job when you graduate? If you don't get a summer internship. That's not true. Although at my college, we had mandatory summer internships, so that was kind of weird. And they didn't help you get one. And so all the Finnish people got internships usually because they're Finnish and it was easy for them. And then I'm over here having to get an internship or I can't graduate. It's not a make or break thing. Your GPA is not a make or break thing. If you don't have a good GPA, don't even talk about it. What do I think of Ruby on Rails? It's all right. I take it back. I don't really like Ruby on Rails. I don't like Ruby on Rails at all because it's a lot of magic. Just got back from a 5-hour train ride for a 60-minute interview. Consultancy job. Well, I hope that consultancy job is work remote because I don't think that's a sustainable commute unless they're willing to take that off your day. DC, yo, what's up? Checking in, off to work. Dave, off to work. All right, man. Have a good one. Hope things are going well. We'll check back in on Friday. Did I get your email? I think I did. I got your email last week too, but I got a bunch of other emails also. Oh, you blocked out everything. Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, I got it. Oh, it was a client interview thing. Okay. Well, I still hope they paid your travel and you got like, I don't know, like a per diem on the train, get some nice food or something. Making a board game. Am I still doing resume review Saturdays? Yeah, I mean, I need to switch up resume review Saturdays somewhat because, like maybe we'll look at some really good resumes that you could use as an example, or, interview tips. Senior webmaster interview. I don't know what webmaster means. It sounds kind of IT related. They want to do a phone interview. Just do the phone interview. Just talk about, if you don't know something, say that I don't know. I'd like a chance to explore that because that's really exciting. But I would say, don't say I don't know to every question because then you look incompetent. But it's okay to be honest. Just, don't be too honest. Like you have the right to plead the fifth. Love the channel. Have I done a video on writing up a cover letter? Yeah, way back. How I make cover letters from scratch. I've done it in a few videos actually. I talk about like identify with their values, look up the companies, like what they do, talk about what they do and how it matches what you do. Is playing games unproductive? Yeah, I mean, you're not producing anything in the real world. You feel bad because you're a Ruby dev? Well, you should, because I don't like that language. I hate Ruby. I actually teach Ruby. I have a few students I teach Ruby to, and I hate Ruby. It is what it is. I think there's just a lot of magic behind it. There's not a whole lot of people using it anymore. Just kind of legacy language. I think, to the video game question, video games give you like that fake dopamine rush of accomplishment, and so you feel like you're getting your accomplishments done in the game rather than in real life. Which, I mean, it's fun for a while, but if I just get caught up in like, on my website, you have all those websites with courses. Do I support all of them, or is it a marketing deal? There's no marketing deals. There's no sponsorships. They all have different business applications. No one has paid me to put those there. I don't talk about Java because I don't know Java. I didn't go to computer science college, so that's what they teach you typically. What's the right price to charge for a simple 4-page site? Some standard JavaScript? I don't know. I'd say maybe like $800. WoW was life. WoW was life. WoW was my whole, like, up to, I would say 23 years old. From like 14 to 23, WoW was life. Oh, me teaching the Ruby? No, I'm just like, all right, hold on. We have to fight Ruby here for a second. Yeah, we can do it that way, but Ruby says, or Rails says we can't do it that way, so we have to go back through and fix everything. I mean, it's true, right? So I try to treat my life every day as like a video game rather than like play video games. That's not saying I don't play video games. It's funny because I haven't played any video games really since I quit my job. It's kind of weird. Do you blaze trees while you PvP? I don't blaze trees in general, but you do you. So is Ruby total garbage? I don't know. That's a subjective thing. I'm just saying I don't like working with it because I feel like you have to fight the pre-made magic built into Ruby on Rails. Other than that, you have Sinatra, and then other than that, you have vanilla Ruby, which can use with like maybe you could use Rack, but there's no resources on how to use Rack and how to bug fix Rack. So you have Ruby on Rails, Sinatra, Rack, and vanilla Ruby, and 2 of those are completely useless. Something is squeaking every now and then. Is it a pen or something? It's because I'm doing this and you hear that squeak, so I'll put it down. The make your bed stuff, as far as you know, is a habit for a Navy SEAL. I make my bed, but sometimes I don't even sleep underneath the covers. I just sleep on top of the bed and just pass out because I'm tired. One of the high ranks there made a book about it. Yeah, I think making your bed is a great start to the day, but I think what an even better start to the day is try to avoid looking at your phone. Number 1, because of blue light. Number 2 is because you read things and like within like the first few minutes of your day, whatever you read kind of like sets your mindset. So if you read about happy stuff or you read about negative stuff or you look at pictures of people's lives on Instagram when you wake up and just like lay there as a zombie, and you're scrolling through and you're like, oh man, I wish I could do that. It's just like better to avoid that in general and rather just wake up and be appreciative for what you have. Kevin, you're welcome, man. Do I think launching a software product with a small hardware component is exponentially more difficult than launching a product that is entirely software? Well, your cost of production goes up exponentially. So that's it, right? You are now required to have physical materials on hand, which makes you consider the cost of shipping, the cost of scaling, the cost of manufacturing, in addition to everything, you know? Cryptoverse, thanks, man. Oh, I suppose that's 5 push-ups, by the way. Hold on. Should we do wide grip or should we do diamond push-ups? Hold on. Ruby on Rails is like first person. Yeah, except Ruby on Rails comes with like models and like views, and you gotta like set up SQLite and stuff, and that's not fun. Let me move it out of the way. Hold on, we'll do some diamond push-ups here. All right, there's your 5. There's your 5 crypto. Thanks for the pump. A little bit. Do I attend any local coding meetups? No, I don't have time to go to local coding meetups. And I kind of find diamond push-ups, spade push-ups, wide grip push-ups. Wide grip push-ups end up just getting this front delt here. They're not very good. And I do a lot of front delt stuff anyway, so. What do I think of IBM? I don't really have an opinion. What's the lowest salary you think an entry front-end developer may earn? In the United States, maybe 45, maybe 50. Pretty standard. I don't know if I would call them push-ups. It's more of just like a kickstand at that point, Lee Sanders, you know? You should have left it undeleted. What was my mechanical engineering job? Okay, so wake up at 3:45, go to work, sit in my cubicle for a few minutes, wonder why Twitch and YouTube is blocked, go to the main morning meeting, sit there for 45 minutes while everyone talks about what's broken and what's not broken, and then they bullshit about other stuff for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And then that's at 5:30, and then go back to my cubicle desk and wonder how I'm going to do the rest of these 12 hours because the day just started. So I have 12 hours left to just sit around. If everything was working, I have nothing to do except learn more about the tools, which I had zero interest in because it's like, I can never transfer this job anywhere because this is all proprietary software that I'm using to learn about these tools. So if I ever quit this job or get fired from this job or want to change my career in the future, I'm not going to be able to because I have nothing that transfers, and I'm going to be making a bunch more money. I'll probably have some lifestyle creep, and I foresaw that. So it was terrible. Why would you sell a page containing public online resources for $25 because of Google Recruiter? Isn't that just cheap of you since it's all publicly known and they're already free? Well, if it's cheap of me, just go get an interview at Google and, no big deal, and they'll send it to you as well. Other than that, it seemed like an opportunity I'm generating some value here, you're getting some value, and it seems fine. It seems like you're a little jealous. Also, you've been shitting all over my other videos, so enjoy your ban. What backend do I prefer? I'm most familiar with PHP, Symfony. Is the job you just quit the mechanical engineering job? No, I had that job like 3 years ago. I didn't quit my mechanical engineering job to become an entrepreneur. I didn't have anything to fall back on. I didn't know how to code yet. I've been coding for like 3 years, like working 2 jobs the whole time. So, maybe you could just say like 6 years. Why are the salaries so high in the U.S. in comparison to Europe. Mainly because we don't have, like, you know. Josh seems happier. Josh rages. Well, I've seen that dude. He got mad. He got mad because I didn't post the Google interview part 2, because I don't really have a reason to do it. I don't want to work there. I would probably fail because I'm not going to spend my time to prepare for that. I'd rather make content. Like, triggered a little bit. Well, he's commented like 4 times. He's just being a dickhead. So enjoy the ban. What do I think the future of tech life in general? I think a lot more stuff's going to get automated. I don't know if web development will get automated because it requires a certain aspect of creativity. Might get a little bit more drag and drop than what we have. What was my first business? I've never owned a business before until now. Didn't have any way of generating income. Gary Waller, what's up, dude? We're on for about an hour and a half, right? Lack of competition in the U.S. The EU has more taxes, and so that's just what it is. You have higher taxes because your education's cheaper. You have, normalized health care for everyone there. You just have more taxes. Oh, you get unemployment even if you quit your job. Like in Germany, if you quit your job, you are allowed to quit. The company has to pay you like a bonus for quitting. If you say that you're pursuing, you want to learn something, go back to school, the company has to pay you. And then after that, like, you can just go to the unemployment office and be like, hi, I quit my job. I'm going to need some money to live. And they pay you like $2,000 a month in euros. It's like, okay, we don't have that in the U.S. If you quit your job, that's on you. You're not going to get unemployment. Anyways, they have a lot more social programs like that, and we don't, right? That's why we have way more homeless people. I know that because I was teaching people that live there, and they told me that. France and university is free. Oh, that's why like tax in France is also like 75%. I mean, university in Finland was free, but tax there was 24%. Germany's where you want to live because you would probably get free stuff, right? But you don't want free stuff. Like, I'd rather earn what I don't want other people working for me so that I can take their money. Like, it's on me. This is my life, you know? Don't give me, like, you guys are working hard so I can take your money. Nah. Yeah, in Croatia, if you get fired, you get a bonus. In Sweden, you get paid 12K a year to go to university. It's the same in Finland. You get like 400 euros. 400 euros a month that you don't have to pay back. What language did you use when you worked with blockchain tech? I didn't work with the tech side of it, but it's built on Java. The one at Archain and Pyrofex is built on Java, I think, and a little bit of Node. Doesn't France have like a 28-hour work week? Yeah, no. It's more like they tried that and it didn't work. But I mean, let's define how productive I don't know. Things in Europe just move very, very slow. I remember I tried to send my desktop from the United States to Europe so that I could keep doing my mechanical engineering SolidWorks stuff. And number one, because I was sending it from the US to myself and it was worth like, I don't know, $1,600 or something, they wanted me to pay tax on it. And I was like, I already paid for this. I had this computer for like a year. And they're like, can you prove it? And I was like, I mean, I have an email saying that I bought it from Newegg. And they're like, but how do we know you didn't just buy it and send it here so that you could resell it? You're going to need to pay 24% tax on it. I was like, I already paid for it. Anyways, that took like a 2-month process to ship something over because things just move so slow. Because everyone takes like a 3-hour lunch. Like, ugh. I don't know. I feel like the work ethic there is just not on the same level. You're 24. Is it too late to go to college? Nah, dude. I mean, I don't know if I go to college for computer engineering. In India, you have GST, good service tax. We have sales tax, income tax, Medicare. We got a lot of taxes here. They're just separated out. Like Finland, well, in the EU, they have what's called the VAT tax, value added tax. It's different for each country. In Finland, last I checked, it was 24%. What's the plan for my new venture? To keep doing what I'm doing, to keep doing what I enjoy. You never heard of 3-hour lunches? I think in general, like the Anglo countries are pretty similar, like Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, like those English-speaking Anglo countries. We're pretty similar, right? You guys have a little bit better work-life balance than us. Like you guys go hit the pub with your friends after work, but like we don't. I don't know. Maybe you do that here. I mean, you have a better work-life balance, but like in France, it's pretty typical to go have like a 2-hour lunch. In Spain, you go have a 2-hour lunch, take a 2-hour nap, then go back to work, and then come home from work at like, why would I say ex-British Empire? I don't think the U.S. was ever really like British Empire. I think we were just colonized, okay? Let's fight about it. We're both single dads from the Midwest. Let's talk about it. It's 50%. Yeah, so the U.S. has the lowest tax bracket of all that, but you guys have, like, again, Canada, you have socialized healthcare and stuff, right? We don't have that. Hope you don't become like Jarvis, software YouTuber to making stupid videos for kids. I mean, I'm going to make videos about what I want to make them about, not for like subscribers or money. There can only be one. Lunch in Germany is 1 hour max. It's pretty common for lunch in German countries, I guess, to go grab a beer at lunch. I mean, you don't really do that. I mean, occasionally if you're like taking a client out, but typically you don't really grab a beer at lunch. Whereas in Germany, it's like, let's all get beers. Pretty normal. But in Spain, you have a siesta. Like you go to work for 3 hours, take a 2-hour lunch, take a 2-hour nap, go back to work until you finish your work, and then come home and do that again 7 days a week. It's like... And I know in France you have like 2-hour lunch. I mean, it depends on the company, but like eating in France is something. You guys ever watch like Anthony Bourdain? Like eating in France isn't just about like, yeah, it's like a sit down, enjoy some time with your friends. Like I don't know. I feel like I'd rather be working or something, but I don't know. I kind of see like there's this disconnect. Like everything is so lax in the EU. Like everyone's got this work-life balance. They're all happy with their jobs. But like if you want to go make a company in the EU, it's like way harder. What's your business idea for this new business that you've started? I don't have a business idea for a business that I've started. I have a business LLC, but my business idea, like I don't know, maybe you're stuck in like traditional thinking, but you don't have to like open a manufacturing plant to have a business. That's not what that means. My business idea is to keep making videos and keep teaching people, make content that people enjoy overall, partner with people, work with people, invest in ideas that I like. We work like we're getting paid 6 figures. That's your fault if you work like you're getting paid 6 figures. You need to have some self-respect, fam. Or you need to up your value and figure out a way to make money outside of India, because what you're getting paid in India, that's why there's a lot of scammers that call, because like a few dollars here is way more. Leverage the audience, merch in the description. I need to redo the merch, Dalton. That's the thing, right? I need to redo it because that's still on focus stuff. I need to redo it. I mean, it's not that bad. Like, I'll still probably keep it. I just have to change the logo. Goal is to be a YouTuber? No, goal is not to be a YouTuber. Goal is to be retired at 30 and do what I want. Would I be a YouTuber? I am a YouTuber. Is to be a YouTuber? So people like you, right? People like you are like, well, what's your goal? Like, I am a YouTuber. I am a businessman. I am an entrepreneur. I am a programmer. Like, I identify with all of those things. How to get you as a mentor? Yeah, Patreon's $500 a month. Do I work full-time at a company? No, I just quit my job at a company so I could do this. What is my business? I don't have a business that I run, right? I mean, I make income from multiple sources. I guess, I don't know. You should start reading some books. It's not all about, You've noticed the pattern. People learn to code, get a better job. Then they get tired of that. I think people start reading books. There's a lot of older programmers that are perfectly okay working 90 hours a week, or maybe they're not okay, but they don't do anything about it. We're just the ones that you see, right? We're just the ones that talk about it, but there's a whole bunch of other people like that don't do that. What's with the Code Camp YouTubers that have 1,000 affiliate links on every video? Because they work. That's why. The problem is too much competition in India, 1.3 billion people. You don't need to live in the United States to target people in the United States. That's your faulty thinking there. 200K people applying to the US. You don't need to live in the US to make money from the US. You have the internet at your fingertips. Make a business online. Why is college a bad idea for computer engineering? Because you can learn whatever you're going to learn outside of college, unless you want to lean on that. If you want to lean on someone else to be like, I went to this school, therefore I'm good. It really doesn't mean that at all. Do I take whey protein? Sometimes. Usually eat. The goal is always to create, residual income so you don't have to work, which is doable through real estate. I think that's like the easiest one to do, but the problem is to ramp up enough money to invest into real estate. What is my goal? To grow 7% income every single week. That's my actual goal. Yeah, you have to do what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do. To me, I've just never been, number one, I don't like people telling me what to do because I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I don't like being told where I have to be and when I have to be unless I agree to being there. And I don't want someone to discipline me or take disciplinary action against me like I'm a kindergartner. Like, fuck you. I'm not fucking 5, Why won't you want to work? I am working right now. I am an entrepreneur. This is work right now. I'm trading my time for engagement for the audience so that I can create a video to bring more viewers to blah, 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 right? Stickman, gotta go. Peace, Josh. Hold on, let me get you your 5 before you bounce. How old am I? I'm 28. How do I handle freelance projects and clients? All right, I'll explain to you while I'm doing these 5 push-ups. Please hold. One moment, please. More diamonds? Are we doing more diamonds? All right. How about we do some close script? So how do I handle freelance projects and clients? It depends on their budget, but typically I communicate at least once a day to check in, and then I'll also set up a weekly meeting with a video hangout where we can talk about everything that there is to go over. Hopefully you guys could hear that. Does that answer your question, Kevin? That's how I handle it. Let's start a business with no business idea. Sounds perfect, dude. What are you talking about? What does it mean to be an entrepreneur? It means that you do your own thing and figure out a way to live while you do that. It means that you have no idea what you're doing and you're figuring it out as you go. Let's see. How long did it take to get my first job? I don't know, like 2.5 months. Were you actually making $60 an hour? Let's see. The Tyler one of the coding community. I'm getting paid to get a pump, Why does it even matter? It's pretty sweet. But actually, I appreciate it. No, seriously, it supports the channel, and I don't mind doing push-ups because my chest is lacking, I need to build the chest. Yeah, I have a BS in mechanical engineering. So you're not really passionate about this? You just want to make enough money to retire at 30? No, that's not what this is at all. I would make videos regardless if I had money or not. So that's why it's awesome. What I would like to do is pay off my house, pay off my car, pay off my student loans, buy my parents a house, and be like, here you go, here's a house. Pretend to go check it out and stuff. And then give them the key at the end, right? Be like, oh, I just bought this new house, come check it out. And then be like, here you go, boop, hand them the key, right? And make enough money to do that. That would be cool. The whole point to make enough money is to go give back to the people that influenced me in my life, right? I'd really like to sit down with some people like Gary Vee, Casey Neistat, Tom Bilyeu, John Sonmez, Simple Programmer, right? I watched him when he had 2,000 subs. And I remember I was like, yo, I'm really working on this thing. I keep hustling. And I'm like, he commented on one of my videos. He's like, dude, you got this. Keep it up. And I remember I saved that. I screenshotted that comment from people. MJ DeMarco, the author. I'd really like to say thanks to that dude. Sit down with him. With my new pay rate. So the thing is, I said I want 125 an hour. And they're like, yeah, sure. But I haven't actually immediately accepted. There's no paperwork involved. No one's actually given me any work to do. I think they were just yeah, that's fine, but it's not going to be an ongoing basis or anything like that. You're planning to be financially independent. Well, that's what everyone should do unless you want to work until you're 65, which I don't want to do. But mainly, I just want to be able to give back to the people that have given to me. I don't need a Lambo. I don't need any of that stuff. I just want to make enough money so I don't have to worry about paying my stuff so that I can go help people out that do worry about them. Go see my friends that I haven't seen because they went to the military and they've had a tough life. Go help them out. Be like, hey dude, I know you got credit card debt because you got all this stuff going on in your life. Here, let me just pay that off for you. I think that'd be cool. Are you sure you want to sit down with Gary Vee? He's the kind of person that would tell you to be grateful. Yeah, I mean, I know, I get it, right? But why would I care? Why would that offend me? Because that's not what happened. So why think about stuff that didn't even happen and get upset about it, He just says it how it is. Why would I care? If my parents, whatever. Why would I care? I wouldn't be here. Just heard the projects at Go. How hard to get any Google? Oh, you guys want to listen to some spam? I'm getting a spam call. Here we go. Hello, you're live with 90 people. Hello? They hung up. Potential spam. I can give you guys the number if you want to call them back. Fuck those people. Why don't you join the army? I'm not really interested. Mainly it's because I'm too old now. Man, you got good knowledge of the basics and some PHP, but have no professional experience. How to get an entry-level job. Change your mindset from thinking, how can I get an entry-level landing job, junior job? Just, you want a job, dude. Stop putting a title on it, fam. Just get a job. Do I have plans to start a software company? What software would I make? What software would I sell? I don't really have any, But I keep saying what? What's the meme? Stream snipe? Yeah. Are you doing any freelancing on the side or strictly YouTube and videos? Yeah, I do freelancing on the side. I work with a cryptocurrency company. I make videos for them, promotional videos and stuff. And then I'll probably teach how to make some crypto contracts so you guys can make your own coins and stuff. If you guys want to get on the blockchain, that's the plan eventually. And then also I'm teaching students strictly YouTube and videos. YouTube is videos. Like, I mean, I'm always doing something on the side. A lot of people were worried about me. They're like, you can't just quit and depend on YouTube ad revenue. Number one, I don't make enough money from YouTube ad revenue to live, you know? And I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I have multiple sources of income, you know. You're a pro in electronics and antennas. Any jobs which you know about? Yeah, it's called like working as like a cable installer for an internet company. What happened to the Google interview? Did they get back to me? So they didn't, like, I'm not waiting on Google to get back to me. Google is waiting on me, okay? Like, I just haven't followed up because I don't care about working there. What are my strongest languages? Maybe JavaScript. PHP, probably those two. Ruby, unfortunately. The subscribers aggravate me. No, I don't let people affect my emotions. Yesterday I did. Yesterday I got fucked up. Like, some dude left a comment and they were like, Josh, you're changing. This isn't what I subscribed for. I think your videos have been pretty erratic. And I'm just like, bruh, I have way more time to experiment with titles, thumbnails, everything to see what's sticking. But he's like, I think that you should slow it down and do, you know, quality over or quantity. And I'm just like, that's not how it works when you have 27,000. Also, I've done that before where I spend a week on a video and I release it and it gets the same amount of views as a video that I make with, you know, in 30 minutes. It's so dumb. So that's just not how it works. Do you do Adobe Animate? No, I haven't done that. You can't say hello to yourself, Waynes. Software company as in having my own team of developers, designers, instead of solo freelancing. I don't need a team of developers and designers because I can do all that myself. Yeah, I mean, once you have enough subscribers and once you have enough viewership and, you know, like an audience pretty much, then you can spend more time because you have more money to last in between the middle because you know you already have this huge audience that's probably going to watch it and it doesn't matter. Like, I think, you know. Can we get a blockchain channel on Discord? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know. It just really got to me. I was just like, maybe he's right. And then I realized, I was like, all right, this dude's never made a video in his life. He has no idea what he's talking about. Like, it's easy to say that when your mortgage isn't on the line. It's like, I have to make videos. I have to try out different things, see what sticks, do more of what sticks. As long as it's fun for me and entertaining and helps you guys. As long as it's providing you guys value, you know? How am I? Pretty good. What's the plan with Unreal Engine? I'll stream my Udemy course trying to learn Unreal Engine because I'd like to make a multiplayer game, and then I can give it to all you guys as like a free beta and we can play a multiplayer game together. That'd be sweet. What's up, Josh? Here from Australia. What's up, man? You dig where the channel has gone? I mean, it's always been kind of the dream to talk about doing something yourself. Like, the dream is to document that I almost have no idea what I'm doing, and like, I just want to document I mean, maybe I fail, maybe I get this awesome thing that happens, I can document it. Like, it's kind of boring because people just want to see this big, huge event, and I'm sure there will be those too, but like on a day-to-day basis, I've just wanted to document it because if someone wants to be like, well, what's it really like to be an entrepreneur? All right, go watch this video where I'm wondering how I'm going to pay my electricity this month or something, you know? What genre am I thinking? So I had this idea to make a battle royale game before, like I started making it. I had a multiplayer MVP. It was playable. It was before Fortnite came out, right? So don't give me that shit. It was before Fortnite came out. Similar concept to Fortnite, but imagine instead of having guns, you pick up abilities and powers that you combine together. You pick up, like, let's say you go pick up a fireball. Like, you find a fireball and then you pick up another fireball. All right, well, you can combine those two together to get like a pyroblast, or you can have two fireballs. Choice is yours, right? And so like you would use that, and then it would be gone. And you'd have to find more. So you just have to find spells and abilities. And then you'd be able to craft them in the middle of the game to be like, figure out what would work best at that time. And then, so it would be Battle Royale. So the thing would shrink, right? It would, the play area would shrink, but there would be this randomly spawned item. And if you found this item, you would have to deliver it to one of 3 randomly picked places on the map. And the whole game would change. Like if someone found it, he would be marked on the map, and he would have to go deliver it to this place. And it would be like one of 3 that would be picked randomly, so people can't camp them. I don't know. I've really fleshed out this idea, right? But it's just an idea. Execution is what matters. I think it'd be really fun. Make videos about making my Battle Royale game. I did that with Unity, and then I got stuck on networking, and I was unemployed, and then my 980 died, and I couldn't open Unity anymore. Battle Royale is overdone. It is now, right? It's been like 2 years. But 2 years ago when I had this idea, it was awesome. I still think it would be awesome, but now, I think it would be a super awesome game, but yeah. You see apps making 6 figures a year with a subscription, but developers don't focus on making those kinds of apps of services as entrepreneurs because it doesn't do me any good to make a subscription as a service app. Number 1, I don't really care about making that app, and number 2, you have to spend a whole bunch of time marketing. It doesn't matter. You can have the greatest app in the world, but if you don't have anyone to sell it to or market it to, if you can't get it in front of people, it doesn't matter, right? This is why Twitter, even though they're not profitable, they have so many users that as soon as they want, they could just start sliding more advertisements into their page, and then boom, done. Like suddenly they're profitable. They're building a pipeline of people that they can instantly point at. Like if they have a product, they can point, 100 million people at something, You're down for some Unity game coding. So the problem with Unity is that Unity doesn't have those Fortnite dollars. Unreal Engine has those Fortnite dollars, and they have better multiplayer networking tutorials. Also, I think learning C++ would be cool, and also they have blueprints, which can help you prototype. Hey Josh, come to Boston. You said it like 10 times. I read it already. Why would I come to Boston? I dated a girl that was from Boston. I've already been there. Can I do a video setting like with all the tools that I have? Yeah, sure. Cody, that's good. I'll put that down. That seems like a pretty straightforward video that I could maybe add another video during the day, or if I don't have an idea. So setup, video. You had a similar idea to me, except make it mobile and have battles with people in relation to you. Okay, so basically you had a similar idea, and then the scope creep just got out of control. Not only do we have to add e-commerce and a marketplace, now suddenly we have to do geolocation and only marketing to those people, and which would limit the player base. Like, I don't know. That seems good, but like scope creep just went crazy with that sentence. A similar idea, but except it's like 10 times as big. Just join the Discord. Thanks, Mason. What kind of music do I listen to in the free time? Work time. In my free time, if I'm doing something like at work, I'll listen to jazz vibes, lo-fi. If I'm working out, I'll listen to some metal, some trap music, rap. And then if I'm like really not doing anything, walking my dogs, I'll listen to books. By the way, you guys should all read Crushing It by Gary Vee. You guys should also read Unscripted, The Millionaire Fastlane, The War of Art, especially The War of Art, and The Millionaire Fastlane Unscripted. Those are all my books. You guys need to go read them. They changed my life. Actually, Crushing It was the one who really made me understand that if you're not doing something for yourself, you're wasting time, because eventually, more and more people are going to start doing this, and it's going to get harder, right? Why would they hire someone that they don't even know when they can hire someone Like right now, if a company wanted to hire me, I would charge significantly more just because I could bring 27,026 subscribers' eyes onto their product, you know? I should listen to Brockhampton. I don't know who that is. Is he a country singer? He sounds like a country singer. Is he a rapper? He looks like a rapper. I don't know. I'll have to look for the Spotify link later. MMOs are incredibly difficult to make. Yeah, I'm not really trying to make MMOs. Come chill with your boot camp. Crushing It or Crushed It? Did you read the second one? I'm talking about the second one. Crushing It. They're both called Crushing It. One is the old version and the one is the new version. But I'm talking about Crushing It 2018 version. I read that while I was walking my dogs. Man, it's so good. And then I read The 10 Pillars of Wealth by Alex Becker. It's a rap group. Oh, the Brockhamptons, plural. Okay. Does reading a book a week give me too many ideas to stay focused? Focus and ideas are different. I write down all of the ideas that I have, but I pick one and work on that thing. And then I wonder when I'm going to work on the other thing. But I listen to a whole bunch of books, get a whole bunch of ideas, maybe pivot how I approach different things. The more open-minded I've found that I've been, like, I hate using clickbait, but, like, that's the game. And if you want to play, that's how you get in. You know, you think that you're too good or whatever. When's my Lambda brown bag? It's tomorrow at lunchtime. The first one is Crush It. Okay, yeah, so Crushing It. Do I have a subject decided? Yeah, we're going to talk about workplace, how to stay motivated at the workplace, what it's like when you get a first job. You've read all of these? Oh, you need to get off your butt. If you've read all those and they haven't, like, I can't help you at that point, Travis. They were enough to get me off my ass. Here, I can show you. The Daily Stoic, The War of Art, 48 Laws of Power, Unscripted, Grit, Mindset, Bold, Win, Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn, Extreme Ownership, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Principles, Relentless, Living with the Monks, Crushing It by Gary V, How Great Entrepreneurs, blah, blah, blah. I should probably re-listen to that book, but let me go to the read summary. Really? It's not going to take me? Rate and review, maybe? Come on. Well, I also have 12 Rules for Life, but I'm probably never going to listen to that book. I can't handle his audio. Way of the Wolf, Straight Line Selling, Jordan Belfort. Mastery, Robert Greene, Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, number 1 and 2. Resilience, How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big. Action Strategies, Never Split the Difference. The Compound Effect, Triggers, Creating Behavior. Living with a Seal, man, that's a good book. Ego is the Enemy, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Psycho-Cybernetics, Flow, Deep Work, 5-Second Rule. Inner Wisdom, 1 and 2. Whole bunch of stuff, dude. Did you hear John Maxwell? Yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Yeah. Where's Dreaded Dev? I don't know. You have a video about waking up early. When do you hit the bed for the night? About 10. Do you read the Bible? Yeah, I've read that when I grew up. I've read all of them. I've read the Quran. I've read the Bible. I've read the Torah. I've, read a whole bunch of Buddhist stuff. Do I read it? No, I don't actively read it. I've read all of them. Where do you imagine yourself in 5 years? Probably like speaking to people that are graduating high school. Catch you later. Appreciate the time. And Travis, thanks, dude. Later, man. Any tips for a law student graduating next year? General tips? Figure out the fastest way to, increase your value. Completed religion, nice. Yeah, I mean, I've read the whole set. I kind of like to read them like Harry Potter books because they're all so fucking crazy. Did I read Peter Thiel's 0 to 1? Let's see. I'd have to look. I don't think I've read it. Got a JavaScript meetup to go to later. You should read Grit. It's about how effort is. Yeah, I've already read that. I listed that on my books. Mel Robbins. Yeah, I read her books. I haven't read her new one. I think it's called Kick Ass. Thanks, man. What a tip. No, but seriously, figure out the fastest way to increase your value. The faster you increase your value, the more you can give that value to other people, and then the more people you can help increase their value, the more value you have. And it's just an exponential bouncing game where your value increases exponentially depending on how many people you can affect with that. That's my tip. You received your first offer. It's for QA. You start Monday. What are my thoughts on QA as a first job? Don't get stuck in QA. I've worked with people. Don't get stuck in QA. Try to branch out. Otherwise, you're just going to be solving bugs and you're going to be fighting with people. But I feel like if you understand both sides of the equation, you can be better at QA or you can be better at software development. Have I read the Epic of Gilgamesh? Yeah, I already read that. I read lots of books. They're all on my website, but they're not connected to Amazon, so you got to Google them yourself. I'm probably missing out there, but you got to buy those books, man. It's about time you revealed your true identity. I don't know why Dreaded Dev would be chilling here. I feel like he would go chill with like his actual like friends that he knew, like Joe and other people. What do I think about 0 to 1? I don't know. I haven't read it. Let's look at it. Oh, okay. I don't know. This guy, he's focusing on making a business and selling businesses. That's what it looks like. A chess master under the age of 21, doctorate in law by 25, company sale, 1.5 billion at 35. Monopolies are good. Founders need a vision. I don't know. I don't exactly need like a business with employees right now. I'm just, trying to pay my mortgage and help my family, get a house. You made a resume following the tips. You already have a European CV, but not a resume. You do color grading for music videos, commercials, films. Have a great day. That's awesome, dude. Can I use Audible or some other book service? Yeah, I do use Audible. Like, that's what I was showing. Like, I could show you, but I have Audible on my phone. So these are all the books. I don't know if you can read them. What we got? It's kind of blurry. But I've read all these books, right? Just tons and tons of books. But I have some books that are off my Audible that I already had that I just listened to as an MP3. You have a niche which is untouched online. I don't know. I would say just do it and then see who comes. If it's good, people will come. If it's good and people start coming, put money into that marketing. But how to make a forum, I don't know. I've thought about that, but is an IT degree equivalent to a CS degree? Not even close. What do I think about starting a SaaS? I don't have a reason or a service. It's so blurry no one can read it. That's fine. There's just a bunch of books on there. All the books that I was talking about. I don't really have a SaaS to sell right now. So it doesn't make sense. Like, people are like, why don't you start a SaaS? Okay, well, what's the business idea? And can I scale it? And has it been done before? Do I have a first-to-market advantage? How much money do I have to put in getting it in front of people? How many people will use it? Is it limited to certain countries? Like, okay, that's not helpful at all. I've never made a forum. I don't know how to do it. I know WordPress has a plugin called BB Press, I think. And you can make a forum with WordPress. Have you ever developed a game with Unity C Sharp? Yeah, I have a game developed with Unity on C Sharp. It's on the Apple Store and it's on the Android Store. And I made a grand total of 7 cents with advertisements, with a shitload of advertisements that was so annoying. People were like, hey, it's too many ads. And then also it was done with the free version of Unity, so we couldn't optimize it. Pure forums are dead. That's not entirely true. Forums are great because they can create legacy content. Everything in a Discord is consumable, right? After people type it out and engage with it, it scrolls up through the chat and people aren't ever going to go find those hot topics again. How much money do you need to stay positive? Positive or positive? Are you talking about mindset or financially, like in the black? How much money do I need to pay my bills every month? I need approximately $3,300 to pay my bills and have food to eat. The market's not there anymore. I mean, depends. Do I fight with resistance every day? Yeah, sure. Well, I don't fight with it. I work through it more like, you know. Is there a possibility of venturing into non-dev programming entrepreneurship in the future? Yeah, sure. I mean, programming is good. Programming is a great way to do entrepreneurship. There's a market for it. You can make apps for it. You can put those, you know. I mean, I don't know. Surely people will come. I don't know. That's kind of the mindset of like people are like, think positive. Like that's not entirely true. You have to think smart, work smart. That's the problem. You're competing with people's attention that have the attention span of a goldfish. Like the people that are on Instagram for 4 seconds and then on Facebook in another 2 seconds. Like you're competing with that and you want people's attention long enough so that they can go through the process of creating an account on your forum and then post stuff. So unless people can really relate with other people, creating a forum is really difficult. Because you have to make them sign up, you have to make them engage, you have to make them get to know the established people there. But the War of Art's definitely good. I was listening to that actually last week, again, for like the 3rd time. You'll probably get to this, but you should make your book recommendations on the website Amazon links. Yeah, I know they're not connected to anything, and there's still the lorem ipsum text there. It's just tedious, right? I have to go from page to page, link to link, add. What's the biggest project you've done? Define biggest in terms of money, in terms of time spent. That's kind of vague. Are those pufferfish? Yeah, dude, do it up. I think I missed one. Have you created chatbots? Nah, I don't need to create chatbots. A chatbot doesn't create a return on investment immediately, you know? What's the best learning resource for a newbie? You have trouble understanding classes in Ruby. It doesn't sound like you're a newbie if you know about classes in Ruby. Why? Okay, don't learn Ruby. Done. Biggest project in difficulty term. Define difficulty. Is difficulty a time crunch? Is difficulty, like, what is it? Difficulty of the new technologies we're using? Difficulty is also vague. What's difficult to someone is not difficult to another person. You would say money-wise. Probably well into the millions. Maybe like 50 million or something. Me and like 6 other people at my last job. The one that Taylor and Katie and I were all working on is probably worth like, I don't know, 10, 15 million. Any advice for a second interview at the studio? You're traveling abroad, games industry, 3D modeler. Do you have a portfolio? If you're a 3D modeler, I would maybe learn how to code something with your 3D models. Just, bare bones. What about Perl? I don't know anything about Perl. You spent 3 weeks on Ruby. Oh no, sunk cost fallacy, right? Oh, I've been learning it so long, so I have to learn it. All right, so you should throw that idea out the window. And I almost put unleaded in a diesel. You should probably learn JavaScript, Python, PHP, maybe C Sharp, but not Ruby. Thinking of learning Python, pros and cons of Python. I don't know if there's a pros and cons of Python. You can do a lot with Python. You can do machine learning, you can do AI, you can do web development with Python. You can do hardware programming like with Raspberry Pis. Josh, dodging this question hard. What are you talking about? Just go to Free Code Camp. Learn JavaScript. How would you build a brand? Create value that you can give to other people. That's how you build a brand. And so if you have something that you can share with other people that will improve their life, keep doing that thing. And in my case, it's creating videos about code, answering your questions of how to get into the industry. How do you create social networks? I don't know, dude. Just let people do that. They've already done that. What are your entrepreneur ventures? Same thing. Create videos, teach code, make videos on teaching code, make products, give those products away for free, sell some of those products, ad revenue. It's the same thing, right? It's not like a business where I'm like, I'm creating a product, everyone go buy it, because I don't have time to do that. That's not fun for me. After 3 months of self-teaching, you start your first DevOps job next Wednesday. Jeremy, see, this is why. These are why I make the videos. It's really difficult for me to comprehend that it works. But then people like you message me and they're like, yo, starting the job. Thanks, bro. And I'm like, wow, sweet, dude. So how would you punctuate your skills in backend? I don't know. Why such disdain for Ruby? Okay, so you have Sinatra, you have Ruby on Rails, you have Rack, and you have Vanilla Ruby. Okay, so two of those are kind of used, but they're at the bottom of the barrel. So Sinatra is even used like way less than Ruby on Rails. And then you have Ruby on Rails, which is like slowly getting replaced with everything else that's good. And Ruby on Rails is bad because it has so much magic in it, and you have to fight with Ruby on Rails. Since Ruby on Rails is essentially a collection of gems that you have that does a whole bunch of stuff for you, if you want to do something manually, you have to fight with the gems inside of it. That's why I don't like Ruby, because it has no purpose other than Ruby on Rails. When's the JavaScript code coming? I don't know. When are the fitness videos coming? The first person to ask something not code related. I don't know. Looking forward to the fitness videos. I think you'd be the only one. Me and you would be the only people that watch those videos. I'll probably make some. Just eventually when I get to the I don't care stage. Just making content now. Okay, all right, so we have a whole total of 5 people for fitness vids. All right, yeah, sure. We'll do those. It's just really hard to film yourself to get the angle of what you're doing, right? So you have to put your camera somewhere that gets the angle, and then people are like worried and like walking through your shot. And like, I've given up caring, but it's still, Python or Java. I'm going to say Python. You're going to burn your Ruby on Rails book after that rant. Yeah, you should probably. Yeah. Do I watch fitness YouTubers? Yeah, I like vintage genetics. Make some protein drinks and sell them. I have my own fitness brand. Be the next Tyler One. I have some nootropics for coding that I've made. If you want to buy these, they're on my website. They work. That's what I use to code or focus on anything. You've been to the gym for 2 weeks, every other day doing chest reps to failure, yet you're never sore the next day. I mean, it's genetics. Maybe you're taking cold showers. If you take cold showers, that forces the blood in your muscles to go through your liver, which detoxes you pretty much and takes out that, not cortisol, lactic acid, so then you're not sore. Cinematic workout videos, get that red camera. Okay, let me just save up 80K and spend it on a camera. Perfect. Macro Windows for coding, bro, all caps. Ugh. I like Windows. Do I have my own products? Yeah, I have my own products, but they're not SaaS. use Windows because you get better hardware with Windows, and I do a lot more than just code. So it doesn't matter. When Windows doesn't have a terminal, it's frustrating. Windows has a whole bunch of emulators that let you use Unix commands just fine, and that's what I use. So after you get past that and you download those, easy. Athlete X, yeah, he's okay. You get sore, but you've been stagnant in terms of strength for 1.5 months. I mean, try different exercises, but are you doing 4 to 6? What's your strength? Tips for time management, Pomodoro techniques. Do something for, well, write everything down that you have to do, like I do, and then spend 25 minutes, get as many of those things on that list done. Take a 5-minute break, rinse, repeat until you get it all done. Flip your phone over too. Starting job on Monday. Instantly to the core coding team. I don't know what that means, but what should you focus on to be useful for the team that's obviously way more experienced? Just be honest. Be like, I don't know how to do this. Can you show me? I mean, obviously try to do it first. AWS or Azure, I don't know. I use DigitalOcean. I'm gonna bounce here in a minute. Oh, it's Project Week at Lambda, yep. All right. How many hours do I sleep? Depends on the day. 6, 7 hours, maybe 8. Sometimes 5, depends. Talk more about your own products and software. Yeah, so I have a resume cover letter that I sell because it got me an interview at Google, right? If you want it, there you go. That's my value. I make videos on how to improve your resume if you don't, right? Still providing that free value, but if you want to skip that and just go buy mine and then copy paste, change the stuff, you can go do that. Do you need good math skills? Depends. You're going to do machine learning? Then you do. Lambda versus self-taught. Do you need that structure of a boot camp? Do you have a curriculum set out for you? Do you have the time to put into it? Are you going to be okay when you don't have someone to ask questions to? Have you tried polyphasic sleep, where you sleep like a few hours and a bunch of different times? No, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could, but like, that's not how I do my normal schedule. Design a Pomodoro timer with my logo on it. Get my dad to 3D print it. I don't know if he knows how to do that. He doesn't know how to use SolidWorks very well. You want to buy my CV? Can you link? Yeah, sure. So these are my products. There you go. There's everything you need to get a job. And then also, since you guys don't care about my fitness stuff, I'm going to link them anyways. Here. Literally. You think that I'm like hawking those, but I hand make them in my kitchen. So like, they're right here. But no one's ever bought one yet. You'd be the first one to buy one, and I will write you a hand letter to the first people that buy these. I'm not really marketing them, to be honest, but I will eventually. Got an interview at Google, failed the second code test. It was for an internship. Have I done any major work in pure ES6? I don't know if ES6, I've done some work in ES5 with React and ES5, but that wasn't my stack. Since then it was C#, so no real purpose. It's not like I come home, What does my supplements do? They're for focus. That's what they're called, right? So if you want to focus while you code, here you go. Caffeine pills. They're pretty typical. Actually, it's not pure caffeine. They're caffeine, L-theanine. They're appetite suppressants. If you want to go on a diet, if you want to do intermittent fasting, they're good for that. Good for focusing during the day. There's one with synephrine, which provides a slight heat effect to your fingertips. That's what I use. That's why they're sitting on my desk. Obviously, there's the one for pre-workout. Did I get a follow-up interview for my Google call? Nah. Like, I'm not, Google is waiting on me. I should just make that a comment somewhere. I'm not waiting on Google. Google is waiting on me to do part 2, but I don't care. How much is the pre-workout? Pre-workout costs more to make. So it's 90 pills for $30, which is a lot cheaper than what you'd get at GNC, but still. Seem like you know a lot about microbiology. Well, I do a lot of research into supplements if I'm going to make my own, right? Some people don't like flavored pre-workouts, so I just made them in like pill form instead. Maybe I'll make some flavors, but there's nothing, like the whole point is that there's nothing proprietary in this. Like there's not, like literally you can see what's in here exactly. You could buy these and make them yourself, or you can buy these and they're already pre-made. But the whole point is transparency of the brand, right? Nothing proprietary, no shredded whatever, you know. Let's see. Java Spring versus C# MVC. What will you choose and why? I don't care enough about either of those to pick. I wouldn't use either. Going to work on the mobile app. You're the best. Hey, thanks. Thanks for hanging out. You might buy a bottle. Payday. All right, well, let me know if they work. Maybe I'll do some free, right? And you just pay for the shipping just so that I can get people's reviews. Is the template pack same as buying them individually? You get everything in it, but it's cheaper, right? So that's the combo pack. Do you have any coding classes you sell? I have one, but it's not really about code. It's about GitHub, version control, advanced Git flow, and branching. It's $10. Have you done a marathon? I've done a triathlon. A bunch of triathlons. You don't want to really pursue a career there, but what is Google waiting for me to do? Google is waiting on me to email them to set up a time to do the second interview, right? But I just haven't responded because I don't care. Do I have any reviews or vouchers for the Google cheat sheet? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, so there's been a whole bunch of people. They haven't really like left a summary for it, but they've messaged me on Discord. Because at the time, I was using Gumroad, but now I'm using this. And so when I post that video, all the people bought it from Gumroad, and you can't leave reviews there. So that was my bad. That's why I made my own site with WooCommerce, and you can leave reviews. But it's pretty good. What do you care most about? Programming language was my focus related to coding. I like hardware automation, robotics. Here is my Teachable, by the way. If you guys want to go sign up for my Teachable, I'm going to be putting a whole bunch of stuff on there. If you guys want to learn coding by Josh, I just have to have the time to do it. So we got Teachable, blah, 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 blah. I have to change it. It's still on Focus, right? I didn't change it to Grind really yet, but working on it. I got my GitHub there. If you want to learn how to do advanced GitHub, Git flow. Can you really make money asking questions in Quora? Probably not. It sounds good though, right? So you get a bunch of people to sign up. You have to think about this. What is the barrier to entry to do something to make money? If the barrier to entry is really easy, a lot of people are going to try to do it. What's going to make you stand out, right? So if you can make money asking questions, oh, how hard is that? So chances of you making a lot of money doing that are very low. Think about the barrier to entry to anything, and unless you can figure out a way to stand out, guarantee yourself a way to stand out, then don't do it. Do something else. Learn a niche. Learn a skill. Right now, technically, the barrier to entry to YouTube is very low. Anyone can make a video, but can people talk about code in their interviews and edit their videos in an entertaining way and grow an audience and provide value for free? You know, that's my niche. Best advice for studying or nailing down one subject for a long period of time. Don't worry about nailing down one subject. It's okay to learn multiple subjects at the same time. You can cross-reference ideas. Opinion on Bitbucket, it's actually pretty good. If you want private code, it's free. I like Bitbucket a lot. GitHub is just the most popular. What do I think about Sony giving into? I don't know. That probably should have been there all along. I think they messed up for a day. Unreal Engine messed up the code for a day and let PS4 and Xbox players play with each other on Rocket League or something for like, I don't know, an hour or two. And then Sony was like, no! I don't know. I don't know why they care so much. Everyone just wants to play the games. If you have better hardware and a better operating system on your console, then you'll win. I mean, it seems about time. All right, who is this? Chad, what is this? All right. So Chad, they're coming your way, fam. All right. Is there anything you want me to note? I'll note it down right now. Thanks from the live stream, and I'll send that with it. Thanks. Thanks, bro. All right, done. Chad, I'll ship those out today. Let's see. But seriously, dude, thanks. It's awesome. First sale. Cool. Priority for landing jobs to have a solid foundation in CS concepts, but you have technologies and languages that are important to learn currently. I don't know if priority for landing jobs is to have solid foundation in CS concepts. It's more of your ability to do the job. Some jobs don't require you to learn any object-oriented stuff. They just want to know, can you do jQuery and get this page up as fast as possible? Like, it's not all about that. If you want to be a CTO, you probably have to know that, Danny, but it's not 100%. How difficult is it to learn Java from 1 to 10? I don't know. I don't know Java. I can't answer. Seems pretty close to C++ though. C, and C++. Rust, Python, what's your opinion? That's what. Can you ask a simpler question? Why you gotta ask me like 9 questions at one? Like, all right, I got one question, part A, B, C, D, E. What? That's not one question. Okay, Rust, I don't know anything about. C++, Unreal Engine. Python, good for automation. C, I don't know, probably not used. The other C, I don't know. That's my opinion. Okay. Is Python the best language for NLP? I don't know. JavaScript's catching up, but right now Python is, yeah. Like you mentioned, jQueries are common technologies that most companies work with. Yeah, so everyone's probably using jQuery in some form. They might be using WordPress in some form. Vanilla JavaScript probably somewhere on some arbitrary page. Unless you're at like some super hip startup. But if you're working at a larger company. What else? CSS, SAS, preprocessors. Stuff like that. My opinion on Forex trading. What is Forex trading? Like just trading stocks? Is that like a special name? Oh, foreign exchange market trading. Okay. Yeah, I've never done any foreign exchange market stuff. He says, okay, just purchased it, bro. You did not. I'm looking at my email. Why you lie? I have Robinhood. I invested in Amazon when it was $800, and now Amazon's like $3,000. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. How much water have you consumed today? Approximately 3 glasses of water. Yeah, but I haven't really done any. If I was gonna invest in something, I would probably invest in like Tencent in China, or maybe Nintendo. Yeah, I don't know. I think actually Robinhood added Forex trading then. I got an email about that. I should make videos on like how to make side cash, how to like get started in investing and all that. I think that'd be cool. I currently have $1.65 in my Robinhood account. I'm watching Tesla. Ooh, Tesla's back up. That's good. Apple is up from 168 when I bought it. Disney, it's kind of stale. Microsoft used to be friggin' $80. Facebook, I think it was 130 when I bought it. Starbucks has done nothing. Alibaba's done nothing. Fitbit's always crap. Nvidia, ooh, I bought Nvidia at $190, $260 now. Amazon is still 2,000. Google's kind of stale. Intel's pretty stale. Activision, they've gone up since like $60. Had like 40 shares of Activision. I should talk about how to invest. Activision's gonna go up when Call of Duty Blackout releases, 100%. Dude, I bought Netflix at friggin' $199, and now Netflix is $376. Oh my god. I took out my money from stocks, invested in crypto. I'd have like 30,000 in Robinhood right now. Damn it. Don't be me, guys. Is software engineering still a good path to go down? I've always wanted to do something for myself. I just don't like being accountable to other people other than, myself. I don't need someone to be accountable. Like, I do my own thing. I have enough drive to do it. It's a great path, right? If you're okay, if you're fulfilled doing a job for someone else, building their dreams, go do that thing. Awesome, right? If you really believe in what they're doing, go do that thing. It's a great way to make a lot of money. But if you want full control over your life and you want something like that, still go down that path because it teaches you skills on how to do that. Like, you can make apps, you can teach your knowledge to other people. Like, there's a whole bunch you can do with it besides just working for someone. It's a great path to go down. Where can you see action prices for all the big companies? Just go to Robinhood. You're a boot camp graduate. Do you think you'll be able to make over 6 figures in 3 years? If you're not making over 6 figures in 3 years, you're doing something wrong. AMD was like $12. Now it's $30. You kidding me? Well, I did invest in all the right companies, that's for sure. RIP. Let's see. You're having interviews next week for test automation engineer. Is young age going to be a problem for companies? Not really. I mean, only if you emphasize it. Like, people look at what you focus on. So if you're like, I'm really young, guys. I know, I really appreciate the opportunity. Then they're going to be like, yeah, you are really young. Let's think about that. Like, why would you point attention to something that doesn't even matter? Point attention at, like, look, I made this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing, and I can do this thing and this thing. I only invest in companies that I believe in and that I like. I don't necessarily invest in companies for profit. I'm just like, I think this is a good company. Can probably keep innovating. Or you can do the Warren Buffett investing. So Warren Buffett doesn't actually invest in companies that he believes in. He invests enough money to where he has a portion of control and say in the company, and then he changes that company to do things that are profitable for him. Just FYI, if you guys didn't know. Maybe I should just make a video on like different ways you can start investing your money. Is your business already sustainable? Can you live off your money? Yeah, it's sustainable with a slight amount of profit, depending on how frugal I want to live. I mean, is it sustainable? Right now it is, yes. But, does it depend? Why did you not try working for a fitness company that made fitness apps or something? I don't want to work for someone else and make them money. I want to work for me, do what I want to do, when I want to do it, go where I want to go, when I want to go. Like, I just don't like being told what to do, when to do it, what to do it. Like, here's your salary. This is the maximum you can make. If you work 100 hours a week, you're still going to make $75,000. If you work 120 hours a week, you're still going to make $75,000. Why would I accept that deal? I would just work the bare minimum, like 20 hours, and get that and be like, all right, here you go, I did my work. With entrepreneurship, the more you work, the more you make. But if you're a lazy fuck, then you're not going to make a bunch of money. Because it's on me. Like, some people don't like that risk. They don't want that challenge. Whereas I'm like, the more shit I do, the more shit I try, the more shit I make, then I'm going to do it. That's it. That's all there is to it, mainly. Some people, they're fulfilled, building a vision some guy has. Great. Me, I have my own vision. And if I'm not working on that, I start getting depressed. So I had to cut ties, try to make it work, right? I'm passionate about making videos, helping you guys, telling you guys that it's possible. Is HTML and CSS programming? Yeah, sure. I mean, they're the basics. Do I think about having a family or anything like that? Is that on my mind? I don't want kids. I'm not having kids. I would rather just do the Big Brother program and help kids that don't have any family. Because I grew up and I had a dad, right? But he wasn't there, like, mentally. Like, he didn't tell me how to do things, tell me what to do to prepare for the future, teach me how to talk to girls, didn't go throw the ball with me. Like, we didn't do anything. So I think it'd be cool to go help support other kids that don't have, like, father figures, you know? It's not like, I didn't get to know my dad until I was, like, 23. And now I'm 28. And so, like, now I have the presence of mind to ask him questions about, like, you know, why did you not do this? He's like, well, I hated my job and I couldn't leave and I didn't have anywhere to go. And I was like, holy shit, this makes sense. How do you plan on using your coding skills? Probably make some games. Maybe sell the ability, my knowledge, you know? Maybe, you know, make courses. You know, I don't actually have to make an application. I'm just one guy. It doesn't really make sense. That's not what I'm passionate about. I like teaching. I like helping. I don't like coding is great, right? I like coding, but there's more to life than coding. Like people are like, "What's the longest coding session you've ever had?" Like, "Did you code like 12 hours straight?" Fuck no, I've never coded like 12 hours straight. I have other shit to do. Having a hard time. All right, later, Mason. It's just I don't know. Some people they get it or they don't get it. My dad is like, he was like, it makes sense now, right? He'd come home, he hated his job, he would do nothing, and he would just dread the next day. And now that I was in that position, I lived that position. I was like, holy shit, he works for corporate America that actively screws him over. He has 3 bosses that tell him what to do every day, and he can't make any decisions on his own. If he works 500 hours, it doesn't matter. If he works 20 hours, it doesn't matter. He is literally trapped, right? He can't go anywhere. Like, he has 2 kids to provide for, a mortgage. Like, I don't know why he just didn't, you know, end it. It totally made sense why he hated his life and he wasn't there. And I will refuse to be in that position. I will, you know. Is it easier transitioning from web dev to game dev? I don't know. They're different languages. I have no idea. It's okay. I've done both. Is it easy? I mean, you use some of the same concepts. It's different. It's possible to make 6 figures in 3 years, have enough time to work out, spend time with family, write novels. Your true passion? Okay, so everyone's got their true passion. Yeah, of course it is. You're going to have to bust your ass in those 3 years. You got a confirmation email from PayPal, Danny. Okay, so you should see the download there. It should be in the invoice that you were sent. Let me look. Oh, it's not on this one. Do I make gaming videos? Nah, not really. So you quit your job so you can focus on YouTube channel and mentoring. Pretty much. That's what I'm passionate about. It's just more fun. I enjoy doing it, right? Otherwise, I was just like swerving. Do I review all the resumes sent to me? Yeah, I do. But there's a service that I offer on the Patreon, which supports the channel. But I have a whole bunch of resumes lined up. So obviously the people who pay for the service get that first. But I do. I mean, I'll get to them. How long will it be? I don't know. Can you be an entrepreneur? Dude, you can be an entrepreneur if you're mute or deaf or blind. Like, nothing's stopping you except your own passion. currently a civil engineer, want a career change. Should you go back to school? I don't know if you really would gain much from going back to school. You already had the college experience. You're a civil engineer. It's not much more you can gain from a computer science degree at this point. You already have the math behind it. I think what you need is job experience. So learn skills that you learn at the job, Zach. You got an email with the website with the link? All right, dude. Cool. Lambda or your personal boot camp? It depends on what you want. Lambda, holds you accountable 8 to 5 every day. It's a boot camp, right? My my personal boot camp it's not designed for people who can quit their lives and go to a boot camp. It's for people who want to work at their own pace, and then we meet, and then, yeah. Why don't you work remote? I do work remote. I'm working remote right now at my house, doing a live stream. I did work remote for other people too, and I still got let go from those jobs, What was my plan for quitting when getting clients? The clients came to me, but I don't freelance. I don't sell my time as a service generally. But, I'm not huge on, going and collecting clients. That's not my thing. That's not what I'm interested in. I like helping the people that want to go do that. I'm one step to the side of that. Let those people who want to go do that. What's a good code pipeline? I don't know. Depends. That's a pretty opinionated. What's a good one? It depends on what you want to do. Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys want to give me some UX opinions, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm just going to link whatever I have here. So this is my website. I need UX opinions, right? I want it to be a good navigational experience. I'm going to start putting more written reviews on would you guys be interested in how to make a business for under $200, right? How to make an LLC. I don't know. People are just how could you be a coder if you don't work for a company? Wait, what? I don't think Mark Zuckerberg worked for a company, What else did I get? Yeah, so if you guys want to go give me the UX experience, what's a good alternative for university? Okay, the problem is that you think you need university, right? Education is important. School is not. Okay? Don't forget that. Starting a startup. Okay, well, what would I start up? What is my business plan? Come up with a business plan, find investors, work 400 hours a week so that I can promise my investors I get the money back. Why do I need a startup? It's not what I'm trying to do. I don't have a, game-changing company idea that I need a whole bunch of employees for. I just like helping people on an individual basis, working for myself, doing my own things, learning more, providing that information as value. I don't need a company. You guys need to read some books on business and how to make money, because there's more than just make a business, be a boss, hire people, have those people do your work. This is 2018. There's 900 million ways to make money. Definitely the LLC one. Not to do LegalZoom, but that's all you know. Look, I'll go in my email right now. I'll tell you how much I paid to start my LLC, and then I got a business bank account, and then that was free, and I got an extra $100. Josh is making the new Pied Pie. Let's see. How much did I pay? I paid $99. $99 a year to keep my business. Have you ever made money on Upwork? A little bit. How many hours should you spend coding every day? Depends on what you want to do. E-Myth Mastery is a great book. I actually haven't read that. I've heard that twice now, so I'll probably listen to that today, Brad. Millionaires are trying to do what you're doing right now. Meh. Does YouTube sustain you financially, being a teacher with content, or did you just try to pursue that full time? I tried to do that already, and I failed 2 years ago. I tried to do YouTube full time, and I didn't have an audience. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, all I need is $4,000 in AdSense to live every month. I don't make $4,000 in AdSense now. Like I have multiple sources of income. So if YouTube goes down, that would fucking suck, because then I'd probably have to drive Lyft to like be able to pay everything. But I have more, Can I explain more about my open classrooms? They're not mine. I just work there. I teach there. So you get a bachelor's level diploma from them, accredited by the EU system. That's it. That's how it works. It's go at your own pace, Hi from Sandy Springs, Georgia. What's up, dude? I saw you yesterday, right when you said that, right when I left. Hey, everyone. Talking to spirit, laughing with ghosts. Okay. E-Myth Mastery. Let me note that down. Not bad, under 100. I mean, the initial order costs more, but the renewal fee every year, you have to renew your business in whatever state that you open it in. It's $99. The initial cost I placed was approximately, I can't see it. Receipt. Here we go. $186 for an LLC, expedited service, the shipping for the official papers to my house, and the articles of declaration. $186 for all of that, right? So subtract 15 because I paid extra for that, and then subtract another $5 for the shipping to my house because I paid extra for that. So it was like $60? Got a Google tech interview in an hour. Wish you luck, dude. You're going to do it. You're going to kill it. How long was my boot camp? It was 3 months technically, but it was more like 2 months because the last month was project time. And so the teacher was just like leaning up against the board on his phone. He's like, let me know if you guys got any questions. Do I find the color pink annoying? I don't get annoyed by such tiny things. It's pretty petty. You can tell the size of a man by the size of his problems. And if my problem is the color pink, that makes me a pretty small person, But yeah, so maybe I'll make a business video, how to make a business. Everyone should have a business, right? You can business expense stuff. I don't know if you're interested. Is that a Note 9? This is a Note 9. Yeah. Finally traded out my phone. What's a good way to start earning money online? Depends on what you want to do. There's lots of good ways. Maybe I can make a video about that. But start earning money online. You could do Mechanical Turk. You could do the whole survey thing. There's a subreddit called Beer Money. I could make a video on that. Put all my links there. Yeah, so this is a Note 9. Got all my stuff on there. Got my little pin. It actually looks a lot bigger than what it is. It's not that big. Drop shipping. No, drop shipping has a very low barrier to entry, and literally the only thing you're doing differently is marketing. Okay, so you're all selling the same garbage shipped from China, and then you're just taking pictures of it and marketing it differently, and you're all selling it at different prices. How much money are you willing to put in the ads to make your ad different is the question, right? Low barrier to entry, you're all selling the same shit because you're not actually making a product or a service that solves a problem. Someone else is, and you're just selling it for more than it's worth, right? Drop shipping is not that, it's this big loophole. Everyone's like, make $1,000 a day. Like, maybe if you got in early and your brand is established now. That's why all these little ship to your door things go out of business. You guys remember the Indie Box? Yeah, they're gone. Thoughts on Spring? I don't know enough about it. Still pretty good with setting it up all online. Did you have to go to City Hall? Yeah, so no, my business is actually in Wyoming because it has better tax laws. How often do I go to the gym? 5, 6 days a week. Junior developer. Going on 2nd year. Consultant. When did I feel like I wasn't a junior? I still feel like I'm a junior. Depends on what I'm doing. What was the subreddit? It's called Beer Money. I used to do this when I lived in Finland because I still had American bank accounts. So I would, you spent 500 on ads and only made 260 back. Whew, boy. Yeah, please make a video about an LLC. Yeah, sure. So it's called Our Beer Money. One sec. This is the subreddit that people use to make a few bucks. I have a Mechanical Turk account, which is like, take pictures making different faces and we'll give you $3, and it takes like 10 minutes to do, right? But you make $3. What is that 20,000 on your whiteboard? This is when I got 20,000 subscribers. Design patterns, pretty important. Thoughts on M's kill shot? I think M's kill shot was also good. I think Interscope is the real winner since they're both signed to the same label, so they're both getting shitloads of views and money from these songs, and Interscope is winning big, so that's what I think. What's my opinion on learning game dev versus web dev? Okay, so game dev is going to be really competitive. You're going to be really, everyone wants to make games. If you're a gamer, you're like, I want to make games. You're going to be underpaid and overworked because everyone wants to do it, right? They can throw you out the next day and have 15 other people lined up right behind you. You enjoy learning to make games because you enjoy doing it, but there's just no real business application unless you can do literally everything yourself, like the Stardew Valley guy, right? Stardew Valley was made by one dude, animations, art, the game, networking, marketing, everything. He did that all himself. That's the better way to do it if you want to do that. Web dev has a better marketing advantage for you as a job seeker. If you guys enjoy this stream, please hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Oh, you guys could do the Bing thing too, right? So you could make money with Bing points. All you do is log into Bing, search a few things. I don't know. It's just that, like, I actually applied to Unreal when I didn't have a job. I applied to work there as a as a web dev. They didn't even answer. I didn't even get a thank you, but no thank you. They just flat out, nope. You don't get why game devs make more money. Because supply and demand, dude. Like, there's a huge demand for the games, but there's an even larger supply of people willing to spend 16 hours a day and sell their soul to make it, right? And so, why would you pay someone who's so passionate? It's just supply and demand. Seriously, you're gonna be overworked and underpaid because that's. Did you guys read about Telltale Games? Right? They were hiring up to the point of going out of business. So now there's all these people that are literally in the middle of relocation to go there, and then they have no job. It's not extremely hard to get your first web dev job if you live in a big city. It's definitely not. Do I have any dev projects I do for fun or just develop my skills? I'll probably start working on some game dev, but I've been doing some Python live streaming also lately, so that's been good. But seriously, I know if you're out there lurking, feel free to ask a question. I'm trying to get to everybody, but hit that thumbs up. Hit that, just hit the button, please. It helps to do good in the algorithm. You got to play the game, right? Yeah, I'll probably make a video on how to make money. What if you live in a small town? Go remote. Look remote. Don't limit yourself to local if you don't have to. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal. Any beginner open source projects you can contribute to? I don't know. I feel like open source projects are pretty competitive because people like to put that on their resume that they contributed to an open source project, because there's some jobs that say, we need you to have open source experience. And you're like, I contributed, I did a spelling error check, you know? If you enjoy game dev for code development, it just sucks because you're just going to be competing with people that want to sell their soul and you're just trying to learn. What did you say that's good if you're a job seeker again? Stack Overflow is pretty good. Please do a vid on how to make money. Yeah, sure. Will do. Roberto, thanks, man. How about Boulder for web dev? Like Colorado? It's pretty good. Actually, there's a lot of startups in Colorado right now, and especially crypto startups, so they're usually willing to hire just about whoever wants to do it, because crypto in itself is a little bit unstable, but if you want to get your foot in the door, go apply to startups, because they know that they're unstable. You're willing to take that because you want to get your foot in the door and put that stamp on your resume, then you go get a more secure job, if that's what you want, is a secure job. Game dev is so much more rewarding. That's why I'd say do it for yourself, right? I wouldn't, if you're doing game dev and the investors are like, look, we're taking this out of the game because we don't have time and we don't have the money, and you're just like, but that was my job, and they just totally destroy it, you know what I mean? It's my favorite programming language, and why? I'm not passionate about a programming language, I'm just passionate about technology, you know? That's actually the first, that's the summary about me on my cover letter. I'm not passionate about technology, or I'm not passionate about a specific programming language. I'm passionate about technology, because I'll use whatever works. I don't give a shit. I don't have time to be like, well, this compiles 3.2 seconds faster than the other language, which compiles in 3.8 seconds. And it's just like, I don't give a shit. I just use what works at the time. I'm adaptable. I'm not some elitist stuck on one program. Well, this is the best because it's the best because it's the best. I don't give a shit. Just use what works for what I want to do, for what I'm passionate about. If you want to go fight about it, go fight about it. That's fine. There's some whenever I make coding videos, people are like, "Oh, you're using JavaScript. Why aren't you using C++, you noob? Oh, you could have done this way simpler." Yeah, but this is not for people who are why are you watching my videos if you're so advanced? Let's just all get down on our knees, and you can just unzip, right? And so we'll all just do it, why are you watching my videos if you're so advanced just to shit on me? It's for people to learn how to code. You'd be surprised. What's up, Joe? Carl, I didn't say thank you for the SEK, but seriously, thank you for the SEK. Appreciate that, man. I don't know how much that is. I think is that Danish currency? $10. $1. Thanks, dude. Greetings from Ecuador. Hola, ¿cómo estás? You're back. What drives me? Dude, this is what drives me. I want to buy my parents a house that they can live in. So, because I think they've had a hard 5 years, right? They've just basically been homeless. My dad recently got a job, and it doesn't pay anywhere near the amount of money that he used to make. But, I just want to buy him a house, buy him a car. I want to take my dad camping. I want to go do all the mom and dad and father-son things that I never got to do as a kid because they were so focused on just living paycheck to paycheck, Oh, push-up, right? So you get one push-up. That's right. I forgot. All right, here we go. We got push-up going. I think that's like one push-up, right? Or 1.3. So there's a 0.3. You guys should go check out Joe's channel, by the way. He's making coding Coding Face headquarters where people can come hang out. It's kind of like Casey Neistat's 368, but instead it's for coding. Been reading Unscripted, great book, dude. It's so good. Changed my life. Or there's a few books that I've read that made me just want to get up and walk out of the office. But I was too much of a bitch. Dude, you went to a hackathon the other day for the first time. Everyone's uppity about their choices. Dude, if you go to a hackathon, people are going to be like, oh, well, why would we ever use that, you stupid pleb? Oh, why wouldn't you consider the compilation? Seriously, dude. Some neckbeards get real hardcore with what they like. I'm like, bro, let's just get it done and have fun. You can go jerk off to your fucking favorite coding language after the hackathon, but please, calm your tits. Not sure if you've talked about it, but what is the tattoo on my forearm? All right, so tattoo on the forearm here. It's because I wanted to be a pilot. I still want to be a pilot. I moved to Utah so I could go to paragliding, but I'm just waiting for the right time to do it, right? I'll probably make some vlogs about that. I think it'll be cool, but it's just because I want to paraglide. I want to go hike up a mountain and fly off the mountain and then land in my backyard and grab a nice little, I don't drink, but I'd probably grab a can of Coke Zero and be like, James Bond. Like, that's the dream, right? But first I have to get a house on a mountain so I can land in my backyard. New life motto is like, you gotta enjoy the process. You gotta figure out a way to enjoy the process, you know? Dude, awesome, you're a pilot. Piloting for a job is something else. I was going to go to college for being a pilot, and it was going to cost me $40,000 a semester, and I decided, I should probably not do that. I don't want $200,000. I don't want $200,000 in debt, and I don't want my first job to pay me $10 back so I can train other people. Where did I grow up? In Utah? No, I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. Marietta, Georgia. Well, Atlanta, same thing. And then I moved to Finland. Then I moved to Utah because I got a job in Utah, and they moved me here. And I was like, shit, sweet. I was like, I want to move to Utah because I want to learn to paraglide. And coincidentally, this was the only place that gave me a job offer from Finland. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. And then I realized I hated that job, and I didn't want to work for someone. Or I didn't know that yet. I hated that job, didn't want to do that job, learn how to code, wanted to work remote, got let go. Fuck that, I want to work for someone. All right, I'll do it myself. And now here we are. It's kind of a long story. I should write a book. Like, I did all the things you do, right? Get the safe engineering degree, learn how to code, work remote, the dream, like, fucking still get laid off. What do you do then, right? All right, make this shit happen myself. Inherently, that's remote. $40K a semester, didn't know that was possible. So becoming a pilot's actually really expensive. Mainly for the training, because it was at Embry-Riddle, which was an insane choice, but it was $10,000 for the like hands-on training, right? You got to pay for fuel, using, I'm sure some of that money goes to the teachers, the fuel, the upkeep, the maintenance, the hangar fees of storing it. But basically, I wanted to be a pilot. Actually, if someone came in my room right now and they were like, "Hey, Josh, we have an expedited track for you to go fly F-35Bs," I'd be like, all right, bye. But what about your dogs and your girlfriend and your family? Okay, bye. I'm leaving. I'm out. Like, that's the dream, right? Be a jet pilot. But those are just going to get automated by drones anyways. And so might as well just be on the programming side of the automated. You know what I mean? What brought me to Finland? A girl. I fucked up. Nobody becomes a millionaire by watching a video. Yeah, you need to have a unique idea, and even then, if it doesn't even need to be a unique idea. I would say that's a faulty mindset. You don't have to have a unique idea. You just have to execute it better. And then I would say that idea will probably fail, and then you need to do that about 17 more times. Like, guys, I used to have like my own drop shipping box that I tried to get started. Look, I'll show you. They're in the back here. I had these own. I made this business, right? It was called Muscle Loot, right? Because I'm a nerd and I like RPGs. Muscle Loot. And then it was called like the Stack Pack. So like I would like ship some shirts and some gym materials and some pre-workout samples and all that shit. Then I had this other one over here. here, we got a bigger box. We got another one here. It's got some quotes from Arnold Schwarzenegger on it. And then we got muscleloot.com, right? Muscle Loot, right? Open the box. Like, I tried to make this a business before, right? It didn't work. I failed at a bunch of different shit. You just got to keep doing stuff, you know? But now that I have an audience, I could probably sell it because I think they're actually pretty cool boxes. All right, dudes, I got to head out. I got people to teach, stuff to do. It's 10 a.m. for me. So I will catch you guys in a bit. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate each one of you guys. Yeah, so if you like the stream, hit that thumbs up. Go give me some opinions on my website here. And then, go check out everything on there. Give me some UX stuff. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough, right? You have to fail to succeed because you got to figure out what works. Yeah, dude, sell it, man. Bring it back. I should bring it back. I think it would be really, really dope. But I got to go, guys. So I'll catch you guys later. Just go check out that. And then, yeah, it'll be sweet. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the live stream. I'm going to make another series today called Bootcamp Bullshit, where I'm targeting scammy boot camps. And we're going to call them up. We're going to be like, why don't you have a guarantee? And I'm going to watch them flail as they try to dodge my question. It's going to be a lit vid. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Later, dude.